I was with a friend of mine the other day and she said, "We're living in mythic times." And I thought, oh, that's the exact phrase to capture what I feel is going on right now with myself and many, many people around me. Have you felt this too? So many of us are experiencing dramatic changes in our lives. What's no longer working is really falling away. We're having maybe some extreme challenges, but also some incredible openings. And overall, the feeling is, as Alice in Wonderland said, that life is getting curiouser and curiouser. We are definitely in the midst of what many spiritual teachers are calling a collective transformation, and that's really being felt from the personal to the social to the political to the global. All of these events that are going on right now are part of this, and it's bringing with it a sense of tumult, sometimes chaos, but also extraordinary opening and remarkable opportunities for people for personal and spiritual growth. So it's actually a very exciting time. Maybe you have felt the call at this time to recognize your gifts as a spiritual healer, a spiritual teacher, and if so, you're right on schedule, because at this time, many spiritual people are really being called to step up. They cannot stay in the shadows anymore. They're being asked to come out, share their gifts, and really contribute to the global transformation and the evolution of consciousness that is happening right now. And this is for you personally, for your families, and for the world. Now, if you're like many people working this type of a path, you're probably in the non-conventional realm. You are probably outside of traditional religions, although you may be taking pieces of those things with you. But you're really looking at a new evolutionary level of spiritual life and spiritual teaching and spiritual unfoldment. Chances are you've encountered a lot of resistance in your life by others, by society as a whole. You may not have felt valued. You may have felt what you're doing is denigrated. Some people even have memories from past times of persecutions and may have experienced that in this lifetime as well. If this is you, then imagine what it would be like to actually have what you're doing validated. Imagine having support for what you're doing. Imagine having teachings that take you ever more deeply into the mystical realms and that lead you to places you never thought possible. Imagine having your gifts and talents mirrored back to you and getting the support really to cultivate them more fully. Imagine feeling the loving embrace of a community that spans the globe, one that tells you you're on the right track, you are not crazy, and that offers you some level of what I would even call protection by being witnessed and held on a planetary level. I'm Marguerite Rigoglioso, and I've founded Seven Sisters Mystery School to help cultivate and support the restoration of the ancient mystery knowledge and to support spiritual leaders like yourself. We have an emphasis on practices from the ancient Mediterranean world, but we really are looking at perennial teachings from many, many times and places. So what is a mystery school? Well, the ancient mystery schools were places where people could drop in very deeply to the most profound levels of ecstatic wisdom possible. This was cultivated through teachings and experiences that united their intellect with their intuition, the spiritual with the emotional, and the sacred with the mundane. Would you like a taste of what these ancient mystery schools were like? Then you may want to listen to the recordings that I'm offering you here. These are designed to really help you take a step further onto the path. Even if you've been exploring this realm and these realms already, they will help you go a bit deeper. The first free audio gift is called Why Women Need a God Who Looks Like Us and How It Benefits Men Too. This is a conversation I have with my friend Sharon Mazer, and I share with you how awakening to the sacred feminine as a real, not imaginary presence, but something real, can enhance your life personally, emotionally, and spiritually, and how this foundation can really strengthen you as a spiritual server in the world. Even if you've been a devotee of one or more goddesses already, I think you're going to find in this conversation food for your soul and your intellect, ways for you to go a bit deeper and for you to understand who are these goddesses and what is your role in the cosmos. The second recording is signs that you may be a priestess or priest and why the world needs you badly now. And in this, I help you validate or figure out whether the role of spiritual server is your calling. Is it something that you're already doing? I provide suggestions for how you can really embrace that role more deeply with integrity and sophistication. And I explain a bit more how what we're facing today is making it imperative that you do embrace this role. And then in the third audio, what is this virgin birth business all about? I lead you deeply into a very great mystery, that of divine birth. This particular recording focuses a lot on my personal research and the specific piece of knowledge that I'm bringing into the world, helping others to awaken to what this was, divine birth as an actual practice of spiritual women in the ancient world. A practice that went far beyond Mary and that had a specific purpose, which was to bring avatars into the planet. In listening to this particular recording, you may have the sensation that my words are stimulating what are actually your own memories about the purpose of this practice and about how it came to be co-opted and misused and then eventually disappeared from the planet. And you may also be inspired to consider what role you and others may have in reviving this practice for future generations. And with this, you'll find yourself on the threshold of what it means to participate in a mystery school indeed. So, sign in and enter the portal. Many thanks for listening, and may the mystery that led you to this moment continue to bless your life. I'm Marguerite Rigoglioso, and this is Seven Sisters Mystery School.